Hello, I'm going to do a video on how to optimize Minecraft to a certain extent. There's probably other ways too, but I'm going to go over the use of the proprietary NVIDIA drivers versus Nouveau, the open source drivers. I'll go over the difference between openjdk 8 and Java 8 from Oracle, and we'll check the Vsync settings in the video settings of Minecraft itself. So the specs of this computer right here, when we get the system settings open, and I click the wrong thing, software manager. Well, we need to open this anyway. We need to open JDK 8. What's installed on Linux Mint 19 is JDK 11, which is not really working with Minecraft as of today, which is October 1st, 2018. So we look for this. You can also install it by just typing in openjdk sudo apt install openjdk-8-jre, all lowercase, but we'll use the software manager since I accidentally opened it anyway. There's the name of the package right there. So we'll install that, and while we're installing that, after I put the password in, while we're installing that, now we'll go into system settings. And I'm doing that just to show the system info of this computer. It's, as I said, Linux Mint 19. It's a 4-core AMD computer or CPU with a Radeon graphics that aren't being used. Almost 8 gigabytes of memory and a GT 710 NVIDIA graphics card. Nothing really special, but it's good enough to play Minecraft. And then to show the drivers I have, it'll load eventually. Let's check the software manager. Runtime OpenJDK 8 is installed now. That's finished. And you can see I'm not using the NVIDIA driver at this point. We'll check the frames per second of Minecraft with Nouveau, the open source, and then we'll switch over to NVIDIA. So to get this started, I'll go into open the Minecraft launcher. And it's starting the launcher, it says. Okay, so we have the launcher running, but it's not going to run Minecraft right now because, as you can see, it's Java 11. So we just need to verify, we'll go open up the file manager, and we'll move this over here so we can see it. And we'll go file system, and then user, then bin, no, library, and then look for JVM. Or you could probably search for it. And today I forgot how to alphabetize. So we could see right here it's Java-8 OpenJDK-AMD64. That's the one we want to use. So all we really have to do, since the format is the same between 8 and 11 naming, is change that to 8. And notice right here, minus XMX 1G, that's the maximum memory that's going to be allocated. We'll look at that too later. And let's see, we'll be connecting to, where is it? There. We'll be connecting to 1.13, which is my server. And then we'll see if it works. And it has to download everything. While it's downloading Minecraft, since it's the first time I tried to install this, we'll also install Java, Oracle Java. I'm clicking the wrong things today. Okay, so we'll do a search for web update Java 8, because web update is one of the easiest ways to install. They have a PPA for installing Oracle Java, and we just need to make sure it's not the launchpad side, it's the web update. That's right, that looks like the right one. Always have to be careful when clicking links on these things, these searches, because sometimes they give you something that's not what you want, or even worse. So we just it gives a description, and then I've done this a few times, and so I don't read it anymore. But it's a good idea to read it, and click and copy and paste this, adding the repository, the PPA. And press enter to accept. It's taking a moment. It's taking more than a moment. Okay, there we go. Then, now that we've added the PPA, we update the cache. Okay, and then we install the Oracle Java 8 installer. It'll take a while because it has to download. You have to agree to the license, then it'll have to download Java 8 from Oracle. There it goes. So now it's downloading. Let's check on the Minecraft launcher. It's downloading still, since I haven't played Minecraft 1.13 on this one. It's a fresh installation of Lynx Mint 19 Cinnamon. So, okay, so we still have Oracle Java 8 downloading. It'll be a while, but Minecraft has loaded, and so we'll just direct connect to my LAN server, and we'll see how it works. This is with openjdk 8. And it's night. So we'll press F3, and what we have is about 30 frames per second, 30 to 40. So we'll walk around a little bit. Let it see how fast the frames per second are. Okay, and so this is standard settings with openjdk 8 and no proprietary driver. And what we'll do next is look at the options. This is not performance, but the music bothers me sometimes when it's too loud. And then controls, auto jump bothers me. I guess I'm getting picky in my old age. And then video settings, that's Vsync. That's something that sometimes can affect graphics, so we'll turn that off and see if that makes a difference. And it's either no difference or about the same. You can see it's about 28, 29, maybe a little bit less. So we'll turn Vsync back on. So now it's even lower. So Vsync has a negligible change in frames per second with the Nouveau driver. And that's it. So next we will try installing Oracle Java 8. So we'll log out of this and then quit the game. See if Java 8's installed. And in here it's telling you that if you want to set Oracle Java 8 as default, then you need to run this command right here. It's also on the web page. I'm not going to do that on this though, because just because. And so Oracle Java 8 is installed, and then we'll look at what's called Java-8-Oracle. And we need to know the name because we're not using a third-party launcher. We're using the regular Minecraft launcher, and we have to make sure it's going to pick the Java that we want. And it's not the Java that we want. It's openjdk still, so we'll just change this. Actually, before we do that, let's give this thing some more memory. So we'll look at our, I already know how much memory I have. It's about 8 gigabytes. I had just seen it too. I want the system monitor. There it is. And we are using 1.5 gigabytes. So about 6 gigabytes is the maximum that we'll want to use. So we'll change this to 6. See if there's anything else. And that's changed the maximum RAM to 6 gigabytes of RAM. We'll save this and start it up again. Hopefully that was a good thing that disappeared. There we go. I don't know if it'll actually affect the frames per second when you're standing still, but it'll help it to when you go further, you'll be able to go further and faster without having to stop for it to reload. So we can see it's actually, there we go, it's in the 20s like it was last time. Oh, up to 36. 40. Let's see, give it a moment to load the chunks. If it ever finishes, well yeah, of course it'll finish the chunks, but it'll take a while. But you can see it's staying in the 20s still. It's about the same. However, I do recommend increasing the amount of RAM you used within a reasonable amount for your system, and just so that when you move further out, then it helps to load more chunks and keep old chunks if you go back. Just my experience. So we'll get out. And then when I come back, I'll go over Java 8. Since I have this open, I'll just do that right now. So Minecraft. Then edit profile. Move this over here, move this over there so we can see it. So we need to change that to Java -8 Oracle, and then we'll just verify there's bin, there's Java, it exists. So this will load the Oracle Java, and we'll see what the difference is. That'll be a moment. There we go. Multiplayer, direct connect, join server. I'm going on the same server, same place, just so that it doesn't change any variables. And then let's see what it's running at. Still in the 20s. So openjdk isn't really that much behind, if at all, Java from Oracle. I'll go over here. It's staying a little bit higher, mostly in the 30s. So we've gained maybe 10 frames per second. Maybe not. Somewhere around there. Maybe 5 to 10 frames per second. And next we'll install the NVIDIA proprietary driver. But I'll have to do that later because I have to go. Hello. I'm going to now install the NVIDIA driver through the system settings. And there it is, driver manager. It has to update the cache again. So it's pretty easy with Linux Mint 19 or any version of Linux Mint pretty much that I've seen. Just go into the driver manager and click that and then apply changes. Now it'll take a while. It has to download the driver and then install it. So I'll be back in a while after it installs. Okay, so the NVIDIA driver is installed now, and I rebooted so that it could take effect, because sometimes some packages are being used at the time and they have to be replaced after reboot. I'm starting up Minecraft, and I'm going to go back to the openjdk, because that's our base, and compare the performance between each of the variables, again, now that we've changed the driver. So it's file system, user, library, and then JVM. Yeah, JVM. Hopefully I could find it this time without too much trouble. JVM, and we're looking for this one right here. So we'll change that to Java-8-openjdk-amd64. So now it's using openjdk 8 again. There's an easier way to do this. That's to use multi-MC, and it's much easier to change Java versions and to install Forge and other things like that. But I'm doing just these comparisons just because most people, I think, are going to be just using the regular Minecraft launcher. So we're waiting for this to load. There it goes. This with openjdk and the NVIDIA proprietary driver. So press F3, and with openjdk, let's let it load a little bit. Yeah, it's up to 50 now. I'll move around. So with the proprietary driver, it's gone up to between 30 and 50. Which is better than the 20s and 30s that was before with the Nouveau driver, but still staying, as I was going to say, it's still staying in the 30s. Now it's around 50. So it fluctuates between 30 and 50 for the most part. And now we're going to turn off Vsync. You can see right now it's already, well, for a moment it's peaking a little bit higher. So turning off Vsync with the some reason I can't remember terms or words easily sometimes. It's not a drug thing. It's just a biological thing. Now it's between 40 and 60 with the Vsync off. So Vsync makes a difference when you have the proprietary driver installed. So now we'll try with turning the Vsync back on, just to prepare for the next test. So we'll log off. And now we want Java 8 Oracle in there. So I'll open Minecraft again to get to the launcher. Oops. So Java 8 Oracle. And we'll start it. Wait a minute. There it goes. Okay, so here we are back at the same place. And let's see. That's a lot slower than it was. Although it started slow with openjdk 2 at first, and then it jumped up. So there, it's going a little bit higher. So far it seems about the same. Well, maybe a little faster. It's in the 40s now. 30s. And let's try it without Vsync. Vsync off, it was at 73. Now it's in the 40s. Let's move around a little bit. And it's actually about the same as openjdk, if I remember right. It's in the, maybe a little faster. I don't remember for sure what the openjdk was, but it was in this range. Now it's staying 50 to 60, which is a little bit higher, I think. So it looks like if you have an NVIDIA card, you're better off with the proprietary driver. And if you have the proprietary driver, then turn Vsync off, and that should boost the frames per second. And difference between openjdk 8 and Java 8. Just Oracle Java 8 is just a little bit faster, but if you don't want to use Oracle's proprietary Java and just use Oracle's openjdk instead, since it's open source, then you're not really losing that much.